Thank you guys for watching Keep Pounding TV. I got one quick question. Do
Screen!
you
can't stop me! Fumble!
love the Carolina Panthers?
We did it! We did it!
Like I love the Carolina Panthers.
Ah!
Hey, everybody, I'm your host, Grenade God, also known as the Big Cat. My cool cats, put your paws in the air if you're rocking with the Big Cat. Today, we're here to talk about
winning.
That's right, the winning recipe for 2019 Carolina Panthers. But first, one quick question before we get started. Do you love the Carolina Panthers like I love the Carolina Panthers? A couple more days to game day. Do you like the Panthers? Do you like it? I'm speaking in tongue, and the Bible said on the day of repentance, they all came together and they spoke and they said, listen, man, I'm so excited. I'm ready for this game week to begin. Let's find out what it's going to take for an entire season to get to the ultimate goal, the Super Bowl winning. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Click the notification bell so you don't miss the video. Now, today we're making some recipes today. You know, the Big Cat likes to eat, okay? And because I like to eat, let's put together a beautiful recipe called winning. Now, in the end, the finished product is going to be winning a Super Bowl trophy. So let's make a Super Bowl trophy. Let's make a winning recipe, all right? Now, we're going to start off with 2 tablespoons of opponent's red zone touchdowns per game. If you look up on your screen right here, top 10, Chicago, Tennessee, Minnesota, Jacksonville, Philadelphia, Colts, Denver, Baltimore, Dallas, Seattle, all top 10. And if you look at the bottom of your screen, Carolina allowed 2.1 touchdowns per game in the red zone. Can't have that. If you want to be elite defense, if you want to be taken serious, if you want to have a championship defense, if you want to have a winning defense, if you want to have a defense that's going to be deep in the playoff, you better have a top 10 red zone stopping defense. Chicago allowed 1.3 touchdowns per game in the red zone, and like again, 6 out of the top 10 defenses allow less than 2.1% attempts in the red zone when it comes to touchdown. It's okay if you bend down here, you know what I mean, give up field goals. Listen, you can come back from field goals. Touchdowns start to hurt late. When you're giving up 2.1 per game, that's too much. We got to be in the top 10. And look at it. It's no surprise that the teams that made this playoff all had good defenses when it came to the red zone stopping touchdowns.
Stick around.
All right, so next up on the recipe, it says 4 tablespoons of points. Let's see. Stir it in there. Ooh, no, that's too bitter. If you look up on your screen, let's see what happened. Why is our recipe bland this year? Well, if you look at it last year, Carolina finished 14th in points, only scored 23.5 points per game. We can't have that, man. It's part of the game. You score to win. That's part of the game. And if you look at the number 1 scoring team, was Kansas City Chiefs. Those guys obviously made the playoff. And if you look at who's right behind them, the Rams, and at number 4, New England. It's not a surprise. You score to win. Okay, so no surprise why both 2 of the top 5 teams that were in the top 5 scoring are in the Super Bowl or also made the playoffs. Along with the guys Chicago, Indianapolis, Seattle, Chargers, New England, New Orleans, LA, Kansas City. Again, if you want to win, you have to score. All right, so, and we did a bad job, and these numbers are a little bit misconstrued when it comes to Carolina, given the fact that Cam Newton was hurt. So honestly, I believe last year we would have been in the top 10 if it wasn't for him getting hurt. But if you want to win in this league, you got to score.
I'll be back.
All right, y'all, this recipe coming together quite nice. Once you say, got to add a few more ingredients, all right? Right now, we're finna add a little bit of rushing attack, all right? Rushing yard per game. Let's see. That's just right. I wonder why. If you look up on your screen right here, Carolina ranked 4th last year. 133.5 rushing yards a game. They shoved it down your throat. They made you pay for it. A real gritty team, and it's something that, you know, you really don't expect from Carolina, given the fact that we have all these speeds and reverses and counters. We ran the ball a whole hell of a lot, man, and we ran it out of different ways. So kudos to Carolina. Again, if you look on the screen, you'll see it's a trend. You got to run the ball, especially late in the year. And no surprise again, Seattle, Baltimore, LA, New England, New Orleans, and Dallas. Again, almost 6 teams that made the playoff running the ball. This is a recipe for winning, all right? Especially when it comes late in the year. Everybody's banged up. everybody's playing tight defense. You're going to have to get some tough yardage in between the tackles. So keep running the ball. All right, y'all. This is coming together kind of good. You like the texture of this? Now we got to add on 3 teaspoons of third down conversion on offense. Uh-oh. Again, something went wrong. If you look up on your screen right here, last year, Carolina Panthers ranked 16th. 4.8% of the time, Carolina was getting third down conversions. Can happen. It can happen. I mean, getting on the field, continue to keep the drive going on third down is essential, okay? It's essential to giving your defense a rest. It's essential to getting a score. It's essential to eating up time off the clock. When you're playing against guys like Drew Brees, Matt Ryan, I hate to play keep away with these guys, but it's not smart to give the ball back to them immediately anyway. So again, let's take a look at the top 10 defense. Baltimore Colts, New England, New Orleans, LA, and Dallas all made the playoff. You gotta keep the chains moving. If you can't keep the chains moving, then I guarantee you, you're having a small percentage of you winning. So we got to do better than that. I think we will do better than that as well. Again, a lot of these numbers are screwed because Cam Newton was hurt. But last year, we were a little off. But it's time to get back to winning ways.
Stick around.
All right, man. We almost close the same. Bon appetit. Got a few more ingredients, and one being takeaways on defense. If you look up here on the screen, guess what? Carolina ranked 14th. They average 1.4 takeaways per game. And if you look in the top 10, Chicago, number 1. Houston, number 3. Also, LA, number 7. Kansas City, number 8. New England, number 9. All made the playoffs. Listen, last year we couldn't get the ball out of other team's hand. All right, if you can't get the ball out of other team's hand, you give them a shot at scoring. Whether it be a field goal, whether it be a touchdown, we got to do better at that. I think this is probably the biggest ingredient right here. Okay, because listen, there's going to be games where it's going to be close. There's going to be games where it's going to be either a shootout or it's going to be a tight game. It's just, we're going to have a critical turnover. And 1.4 per game last year, which ranked 14th, is not good enough. You know what I mean? That's not championship kind of defense right there. So this year, like I said, we've got to get better at it, man. We had some people that are no longer with the team, blown assignments, couldn't get pressure as well. That had a lot to do with it as well. So fix these things, minor fixes. We can have this cake baked in no time. All right, man, we almost ready for the oven. One last ingredient. Take a big scoop of it. Third down stops for the defense. If you look up on your screen last year, Carolina ranked 10th. They actually did good over the course of the season. They didn't always start off like that, but last year they finished up strong. Number 10, 41.62% of the time they were able to get off the field. Again, if you look in the top 10, Indianapolis, Kansas City, New Orleans, Baltimore, LA, and New England all made the playoffs. So I would like to see us more so in the top 5 when it comes to getting off the field. You know what I mean? We definitely got to get some stops, help out our offense. You know, I honestly don't believe Cam Newton's fully healthy, but I honestly do believe that he still has enough in him to take us to the championship, even on a bombed out shoulder or a bombed out ankle, whatever. And part of helping him is not only protecting him, but it's also getting takeaways and getting our defense off the field when we got a chance to. So if we get this thing cleaned up right here, we'll be good to go, man. Have no worries. This is the winning recipe for the 2019 Carolina Panthers.
I'll be back.
All right, guys, we did it. We won the Super Bowl. Yeah! We made the perfect recipe. We went 16-0. Shout out to you guys, man. We baked this cake. I'm glad we made it to the Super Bowl. That's what I want to be saying at the end of the year. I'm your host, Greg Gato. Also known as the Big Cat, my cool cats. Put your paws in the air. Listen, get in the comment section. What did I leave out of this cake that we need to bake for a winning recipe? I think I got it all. Let me hear from you guys. Make sure you subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a loved one all about KeyPound_TV. Make sure you join us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere that we are. It's almost time, y'all. Let's get up out of here, man. Let the church say, down. Don't forget to subscribe to the Carolina Panthers custom helmet giveaway video in the playlist. Once we hit 5,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away free a $300 retail value Marvel's Avenger Carolina Panthers helmet. Keep pounding.